As a younger officer, I had one particular lady who was concerned about her neighborhood. She told me about a kid who was selling crack cocaine, and it was one of those, hey, you need to do something about this. This kid's gonna hurt somebody or get hurt himself. This is gonna be a bad situation. So I'm on it, I'm all right, I got this. Chasing down, tackling him, a little brief struggle, get the handcuffs on him. Me and partners, and we're thrilled to death. We stood up and we're laughing, we're high-fiving. We thought, great job, we got the bad guy. And I noticed her standing there and didn't look at me the same way that she usually does. I could tell she was upset about something. She looked me dead in the eye and said, you caught him, but you didn't have to do what you did. You didn't have to have fun at it. I care about that boy. I've known him since he was this big, and I know his mama, and I know she cares about him. That was one of those wake-up moments where I did the right thing, but for completely the wrong reason, and did it the wrong way.
And so I think a lot of times we get caught up in reducing that crime, and we as police officers are focused on getting the job done, focused on the enforcement part.
If you're a hammer, everything looks like a nail. So as policing and law enforcement was the tool we had.
I kind of lost myself because we were very effective at our tasks, but it didn't become about the people and helping the people. It became about the numbers. Part of the culture historically was an us versus them mentality.
You start to get that warped perspective of, I'm policing a community of just crime and social disorder down every avenue that I turn.
What we're trying to do is get officers, including myself, to think about the issue or the problem surrounding that crime. Understanding that person and their environment, I think, allows us to impact actually the problem rather than being a part of it. For every time we treat them poorly, we take 10 steps back, and it's just incremental gains for every time that we treat them well.
I read up on the outward mindset and looking at training officers and the outward mindset and seeing if they can change things.
So then we went to the facilitator training and brought that back. So we started having real, genuine conversations about law enforcement and policing, how we make our society safer and how we make the public safer and how we actually care.
One of the first things he came out with was treat people well, see people as people, and I want you to work hard.
I think that you're not going to be successful in anything, no matter what it is, if you don't see people as people, but especially in policing, when you're getting called to a 911 reason, it's not the highlight of their life right there. I think if the police officers can just stop for a moment and try to understand maybe what they're going through before you are too quick to judge or too quick to act.
When we look at the community members as having headaches and issues and problems, allows you to put yourself in their shoes and their situation and really makes you buy in and have ownership to problems.
And so, Father, on tonight, we pray for the family.
Here in Indianapolis, after each homicide, we have our chaplain's office contact the victim's family, and then we ask them if they'd be interested in a prayer vigil and want to make sure that they see us as not just police officers or detectives that are trying to solve that case, but actually people that they can lean on.
Now you see a different, them from a different perspective, if you will. All of us want peace. All of us want to go home safe. We want our homes to be safe. That requires us to work together, not be against each other. I believe that's how we're going to have a safer, better Indianapolis.
The police community partnership, I think, absolutely is active here in the city of Indianapolis.
You are seeing people who are legitimately thankful for what you represent and what you do for the citizens of the city.
I see a staff that's not focused on themselves anymore, consistently reaching out a hand to help somebody else.
Being a student of leadership and having the fortune of working in this environment has impacted my own personal life quite a bit. Anytime I get to go to the yearly conference and my 8-year-old daughter tells me, I miss you when you're gone, Dad, but when you come back, you're a better person. That really makes it all worth it.